In the icy waters off Scotland's west coast, there lies a tiny, battered rock called Alina Moor, the largest of the Flannan Isles. Lonely, desolate, battered by endless storms. It's a place where even the birds seem uneasy. And in December 1900, it became the setting for one of the strangest disappearances in maritime history. 3 men, Thomas Marshall, James Duckett, and Donald MacArthur, were assigned as lighthouse keepers at Island Moor. Isolated, disciplined, and responsible for keeping the beacon lit to guide ships through treacherous waters. On December 15th, a passing ship noted that the lighthouse was dark. No light, no signal. It wasn't until December 26th that a relief vessel finally managed to reach the island. When the crew arrived, they knew instantly that something was wrong. The gate to the compound was closed. The lighthouse door was shut. Inside, the clock had stopped. The beds were untouched, as if no one had slept in them for days. A meal was still set out on the kitchen table, cold and uneaten. But the men were gone without a trace. Outside, one of the heavy oilskins, protective clothing against the brutal storms, was still hanging neatly on its hook. It suggested that at least one man had left the safety of the lighthouse without even putting on his coat. The lighthouse logbooks told a strange, troubling story. December 12th. Marshall noted a severe storm, unusual anxiety among the men, and strange behavior from MacArthur, who had reportedly been crying, highly unusual for a seasoned sailor. December 13th. More storm damage recorded. December 14th. The last entry read simply, "Storm ended. Sea calm. God is over all." But on those days, there were no storms recorded in the surrounding seas. The weather was clear, calm. So what had really happened? Investigators proposed a theory. Perhaps one man was swept away while working outside, and the others rushed out to save him, only to be taken by a rogue wave. But why would all 3 leave the lighthouse unattended, especially without their gear? Why no cries for help? Why no wreckage? No bodies? Locals had their own theories. Some said the men were taken by the sea itself, old spirits of the deep, angry at the lighthouse intruding upon their domain. Others spoke of the Phantom of the Flannans, a legendary figure said to haunt the Isles. UFO enthusiasts even proposed alien abduction, pointing to strange lights that fishermen reported in the sky around the same time. And then there's the theory of madness. Isolation, loneliness, and the relentless howl of the wind can eat away at the mind. Did the men turn on each other? Did something drive them into the sea? Yet no signs of struggle were ever found. No blood, no broken furniture, nothing but silence. Over the decades, the mystery deepened. The island itself seems to carry the weight of it. Visitors report hearing whispers among the rocks, shadows where none should be, strange, rhythmic knocking sounds deep within the lighthouse, as if someone or something is still there. In the 1950s, another keeper claimed he heard disembodied voices calling out the names of the missing men on stormy nights. Today, Island Moor is automated. No human hands tend the light anymore, only machines, and perhaps ghosts. The lighthouse still stands, defiant against the sea. But the 3 men who vanished into thin air have become legend, symbols of the ocean's power and its secrets. What really happened that December night? Were they swept away by a freak wave, driven mad by unseen forces, or taken by something that walks the islands when the sun goes down? We may never know. But if you ever find yourself sailing past the Flannan Isles, look to the lighthouse. If its light flickers strangely, if you hear faint voices on the wind, you may be closer to the truth than you ever wanted to be, and you may understand why some places are better left to the sea.